Okay.
All right, we're here with Lucy, and I asked the guardians if they use bully sticks, and they haven't. Now, they've been using the marrow bones, and I'm going to discuss a little bit later on. If you go to Quest Ed, I'll eventually have some videos up there where I'll talk about how we can teach dog to drop things. But I gave her the bully stick. Now, these are bully bites. I go to the Green Spot here in Omaha, and they sell these. They're just remnants of them, but they have odor-free ones. Some of the bully bites will give your dog really bad gas. This is much better than a rawhide. Rawhides are washed in bleach and ammonia, so you really don't want to give your dog a rawhide. So this is kind of a high-value item, and you see she takes it and she's going to chew it. Now, she has been growly when her guardians have tried to take things away from her. So in this video, I want to cover how we can teach our dog to drop things. Now, I'm using the high-value Tricky Trainer treats. These are chicken liver. They have a really strong aroma. Because she's a little dog, I'm splitting them in half. Now, these work so well because they have almost no preservatives, so if you do get these, make sure you burp all the air out of the bag every time you zip it. I have some in my pocket that have been in my pocket for about an hour. They're as hard as M&Ms, and the dog's not as interested. So, let me actually, before I think about, well, I'll put it in there. We'll figure it out. I'll be able to tell which one's hard. All right, so when our dog has something, if it has like a toy, any toy that they're allowed to have, this is what we call a low-value item because it's not particularly I don't have to protect it because I can get it anytime. But just like us, if we only could have pizza once a month, it becomes a very cherished meal. The absence of frequency makes it more valuable. So when the dog gets like underwear or t-shirt or socks or something like that, that's what we call a high value item because they're not allowed to have it and we try to take it away from them. The more we try to take it away from them, the more valuable it becomes, the less they want to give it up. So when your dog has, now this is a bully stick, which would be more on the higher value end of the street, but I wanted to use it for this demonstration. I would normally do this when she has other bones and things she's allowed to have. What you do is you have the treat, and again, make sure it's a high value treat that has a strong aroma. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it here, and she dropped the bone, I say drop. Now she didn't actually drop it, she's been holding it in her hand, she's such a little petite thing. But if you try to snatch it, sometimes the guardian said that sometimes if they go to reach over, she'll growl at them, and she sounds pretty ferocious. Now, some of that is posturing. They're trying to sound so ferocious you don't challenge them. But if you have a dog that's actually, there's something called resource guarding. They will absolutely bite you if you're their primary guardian. They've been loving you the whole life. If they have resource guarding, you try to forcefully take something away, they will bite you. So when your dog has something like this, what I do is, again, I just offer the treat, and I take the item away. She's still chewing the object, or the treat. Now she's looking for it. I give her another one. Then we give her back her the bully stick. There we go. See if she picks it up this time. There we go. Drop. Now she's such a little girl. She's not, usually you want them to have it in the mouth and like open the mouth and it drops down. Then you pop the treat in their mouth. Now anytime you give your dog a treat, the second the treat touches their lips and tongue, after it touches the lips and tongue, or the precise moment, you want to give the treat and say the command word. A lot of people like drop, and then they put the treat in the dog's mouth. A chemical process is actually going on in their brain with their neurons. So if we wait until the treat touches their tongue, now that's telling the brain, the pleasure center, hey, we got something really good, and then they hear the command word after it, it can start marrying those two together. The dog will be a little bit more receptive to dropping or doing whatever the command is because it's associated with something pleasurable or positive. So make sure you say it the second the treat touches the lips or slightly after. Slightly after meaning like a third of a second after. So timing is really important. But when she has these items that she's not particularly really possessive of, and we train her to drop those items, then later on when she has some underwear or a shoe, or I had a client that picked up a butcher knife and was chasing and it was doing it happy, but it had this big long butcher knife in its mouth and it's chasing the guardians around the house because it was just playing a game. But we could say drop and the dog instantly drops it to get the high value reward. So this is one video. I'm going to probably do another one here. Do we have any marrow bones?
Yes.
We're going to pull out a marrow bone in a little bit, and we're going to go through an exercise on how we can make sure that she does not develop a resource guarding habit. But while you're doing this, you want to do it in different locations and with different objects, not just when she has a bully stick, when she has the donut or an antler or any other thing. And again, I'm just pointing out, drop, and I'm just waiting for her to, I'm not taking the object away at this point. We will when we go through the marrow bones. So we want to practice as much as possible. So when you she does have a knife or something, you say drop, she's happy to spits it out and ready to get that reward. Now, when we get to the point where we do take something away and she's not allowed to have it, a high value item, So when we get her to drop it, we take it away. We want to make sure we give her something of equal or greater value. Otherwise, she can be more possessive of it in the future. A marrow bone or a bully stick would be a good substitute for most things. All right. Well, this is how we could teach our dog how to drop things to prevent them from not dropping when they have high value items in the future.